So I wanted to do a little follow-up. Jean Pormanove is a story that we covered a couple days back. The French streamer who died during a marathon. There's been an update, quite a few actually. He had his funeral. There's been an autopsy. There's been reports. So I want to kind of go through everything one by one. Jean Pormanove, Mr. Gravin, had his funeral. And his mother, who you remember called into the stream she was texting him during the stream saying how disgusting it is. You guys are going too far.
Yeah.
She said this: the kick streamers accused of torturing her son are great people and never abused him. I'm proud of them and I want to thank them.
The what? Say that again. What?
What do you think you heard?
Mm-hmm. That's her saying that?
That's her. I'm proud of them and I want to thank them. This is a picture of them at his funeral. That's the mom and the two guys.
Ain't no way, bro. Was she coerced into saying that?
She said it. I don't know. How would I know she's coerced? She's saying it at a funeral. Here's some more quotes from her. People are talking nonsense and you shouldn't listen to what they say. These are great people. We have to do our best to help them as much as possible. They are really great people because Jean was able to do so much with them. They have values. JP was able to do things with them he wasn't able to do back home. Joël went further to dispute claims that the two were violent. They never mistreated him except once in the gym. What happens in the live stream is the live stream. What happens off the live stream is off the live stream. And when they go home, they don't take their work with them.
Okay. The mom is saying that.
Hey, listen, with a mom like that, who needs enemies? Good Lord.
Can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
Mom is slow too.
Maybe she's paid off. I don't know. Because
crazy.
When she was texting him, she was like, "You guys are going too far. This is dangerous. You look thin. You look all this other stuff." And now these are great people.
Yeah,
and it sounds like a payout.
Sounds like someone's scared.
You know what? It also sounds like to me. It sounds like maybe this guy, when he was making all this money on Kick, that maybe his family was taking advantage of him. If that's how you're talking real, about him, but my mom could never.
My mom could never.
My mom could never say some shit like that about. I mean, she already mistrusts all the niggas around me, and I'm alive.
Hey, what's good?
She's like, I don't trust that black man.
That's the first time she saw me.
First time. That's
the first time.
A couple more times, she's like, he might be okay.
And I understand. Look at me.
Yeah, you do look shady. I'm not gonna lie. That's true. Yeah. That's fair. And
I looked at her like this.
You did not do that, but you definitely didn't do that. Calm down. But yeah, no, my mom.
I was all smiling.
That's
when I saw
crazy.
Her. That's crazy.
Especially if you saw the footage of what they did to your son. Saying that's just streamed.
My mama
when he's screaming and he's doing all this stuff is crazy.
My mom would.
When you know he's got these heart issues and you see people just raising his cortisol where he's panicking. No, ma'am, stop.
You do stuff like that, and my mom sees it, and I'm gone. Oh my God, you going to? You going to?
Yeah, that's this whole mom stuff is nuts.
No, that's a no.
It does get better, guys, but this part
is either
paid off,
scared,
paid off,
or super slow.
Paid off, 100%.
But paid off.
That's my bet.
Paid off,
1,000%. They made sure she got her cut, and you know what? A lot of people would sell out their kids. The autopsy. What it revealed is that a post-mortem examination revealed that Mr. Gravin, Jean Pormanove, Mr. Gravin's death was not the result of trauma or the actions of third party. They're still investigating the toxicology as well as the possibility of other health-related issues that might have caused it. Not completely done, but they're saying it's not third party or trauma. I saw a lot of people running with this headline because I think they were trying to say, well, see, it doesn't mean that none of the stuff that happened had an impact or none of that. But that's not what this autopsy reveals.
No, that's not what it means.
Generally with autopsies, they're not looking at environmental factors. They're not necessarily looking at health factors. The thing about Jean Pormanove that you have to know that's important in this whole story is that he had health issues. Not secret health issues, known health issues. In fact, at one point, the guys bring it up and say, if you die, it's because of your health issues. But what were the health issues? He had thyroid problems and he had heart-related problems. Why do I bring this up? And how is this relevant to culpability? If I know that somebody has a heart problem or thyroid-related problems, which means you have issues with adrenaline spikes, you have issues with your heart rate, engaging in a lot of activity that would raise that and give you opportunities for cardiac arrest, in my opinion, still involves some level of culpability. I think we would all agree that if we have a friend who has issues with diabetes, you might not...
No, let's do a sugar challenge.
Okay. Them choking him out, doing these kinds of sleep deprivation, long streams, all these things where they're constantly trying to goad him into having these freakouts and they're beating on him, that are stuff that can exacerbate and start to deregulate his heart, and it's actually quite common to
Arrhythmia.
die in your
Yeah.
sleep from arrhythmia,
Yeah. Basically,
which is how he died.
Basically, your heart is not beating consistently.
Exactly.
It's
I just want to contextualize this information. A lot of people are like, "Oh my God, it's not a smoking gun." The investigation will keep on going. We will see. As of now, though, everyone who was involved, all the accounts who participated in this stream, this marathon, or in a lot of the Jean Pormanove, they've all been temporarily banned on Kick until the investigation is done. Speaking of Kick, French government is suing Kick for I think over $50 million. And the Australian government has now opened up an investigation into Kick because if you aren't aware, Kick is
from
the headquarters are in Australia. Okay. France is planning to sue Kick for an alleged negligence. A government minister said if the company is found in violation of rules, it could face fines of up to $50 million. On Tuesday, Paris prosecutor Laure Becot confirmed a formal investigation into whether Kick knowingly broadcast videos of deliberate attacks on personal integrity. Kick said it's reviewing its French content. Our priority is to protect creators and ensure a safer environment on Kick.
It's to review the French content. No, review everything, my guy. What are you talking about?
We go on to the second part. Australia opens an investigation too. While France may have limited authority over Kick, which is headquartered in Australia, the case was also caught the eye of Australian e-safety commissioner. The office confirmed that an active investigation is underway and even warned of steep penalties according to the Sydney Morning Herald. This is a tragic case where someone has lost their life and underscores how creation of extreme content, in this case involves actual violence, can have devastating real-world consequences. Under Australian law, platforms must take responsibility for shielding users from harmful or criminal material and are expected to enforce their own TOS, Terms of Service. A spokesperson told The Guardian, eSafety will use the full range of enforcement powers, as appropriate where there is non-compliance, which can include seeking penalties of up to 50 million AUD. Platforms like Kick need to be doing more to enforce their own TOS and minimize harm. Kick has responded to a lot of this, including the lawsuits that could
What
be
is it? My bad.
Kick has now given more information from its perspective about the death of Mr. Gravin. It said that the creator died during a typical live stream, and according to prior statements made by Mr. Gravin and other participants, their content was pre-planned and scripted. Kick said Mr. Gravin passed away in bed during the stream, and that it was removed content showing his passing. We are surprised by the messages conveyed by politicians, Kick said. We never tried and will not try to escape or deny our regulatory obligations. We hope that it will be possible to work serenely with French authorities, correct the false narratives that are circulated. This is not about creator safety, customer safety, or the well-being of the industry, but rather a politicized narrative that takes advantage of a tragic personal loss, Kick told BBC News. I told you guys, unless governments get involved, nothing matters. And you're seeing right now, Kick is freaking out because of the fact that now regulatory bodies are getting involved, and it will happen.
Two of them.
I'm telling you guys right now, governments will blast you because governments haven't caught up with the internet. Internet's moving at astronomical paces, AI, everything involved, and laws haven't updated, but they need to. The idea that you can get paid to commit crime and that it goes on, and don't tell me oh no, listen. The owner of Kick was donating to Jean Pormanove's free. He was number 5 on the donors list.
You gotta be fucking.
What are we talking about?
You gotta be kidding.
They knew about this shit happening almost a year beforehand because the French authorities had already opened up an investigation. They're not enforcing their TOS. So let them get fined. I don't even care if they lose everything.
What the fuck did you just say?
Number 5 on the donor list was the owner of Kick. And this is not a anti-Kick thing. Kick is probably the worst offender right now, but another one's going to sprout in its place where it allows people to do whatever the fuck they want. And we have to put in place protections where audiences can't have access to these websites easily just because they want to. Snuff films, when I was growing up, were regulated to specific kinds of websites, and those websites never lasted long.
No.
And they shouldn't.
They were shut down pretty quickly.
We should not incentivize people to commit crimes. I'm good with governments getting involved. And this is where you need government regulation. I know everyone shits on the government all the time, this, that, and third. You need governments involved. Because when you let the free market decide, this is what happens. People die on your television because it's profitable and it's funny.
People pay for that.
People will pay. There's some sick fucks.
Hell no. Nah, ain't no way, dog.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
People advocating for your son more than you. That's crazy.
Ain't no way.